Chad and Dave Spencer.
Hello.
Inside
Hello.
the WBKR studio. I brought Dave Spencer in because I have a feeling he's going to know a lot of these places I'm talking about.
Yep.
But I published a blog at WBKR.com called The 10 Owensboro Businesses that we wish were still open. I remember going to a lot of these places when I was a kid.
I've not looked at the list, but I'm sure I'm going to know these places.
Okay, number 1.
All right.
Inside Town Square Mall. TShirts Plus.
TShirts Plus! Oh my gosh, I can go back further. With that same business. I remember when it was downtown.
My favorite thing about T-Shirts Plus, well, a couple things. One, you would walk in, and they would have images from all kinds of 1970s and early 80s television shows that you could have pressed onto a T-shirt. And do you remember how good those shirts smelled after you got them off
they
the
were
press?
awesome. They were awesome. Oh, wait, you know, I was wrong. It was not downtown. The store was Interstate downtown, and they did iron-on T-shirts. I think T-Shirts Plus was born out of that. Yes, T-Shirts Plus is awesome.
Number 2 on the list, wait for it. Now, I'm a Rolling Pin fan. I grew up on the east side of the county, but I love Dixie Cream donuts.
Dixie Cream donuts! Oh my gosh, my grandfather used to bring us, after church on Sunday night, he'd bring a big old box of Dixie Cream donuts by the house on Sunday night.
Now, I have really bad news. They still exist.
Then why aren't they still here?
I know, right? They're in other cities, but not in Owensboro.
Oh.
Dixie Cream, come back to us.
Come back, Dixie Cream.
Okay, now I'm not sure you're going to remember this place. Now, when I was in high school, this was a really popular hangout for my friends and I. Masters Indoor Miniature Golf on Salem Drive.
No.
Yeah, we had an indoor miniature golf place called the Masters. And, little known fact,
I was in college in your high school. I wasn't here.
before Nintendo was making Wii's and making game consoles for your house, Nintendo used to make arcade-sized games. And the Masters was full of them. They had tennis games that you could sit on the opposite sides and play your friends and stuff like that.
Right.
It was awesome. Masters.
Well, now I remember arcades. We had like Stoneland. Stoneland was one I remember. Anyway.
Okay, I know you're going to love this one because I know you ate here.
All right.
Best buffet ever, Duff's.
Duff's! Absolutely. And it had the rotating... Is that right? Am I right?
Yes.
The rotating buffet?
You would take your plate you would go to a little stationary place.
I remember that.
And the food was on a gigantic Wheel of Fortune. And it would spin around to you, and you had to be really, really fast.
Oh, you had to do it.
Potatoes down, or it'd be gone.
Right. Oh, yeah, it was
I
great.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I stuck my hand in those potatoes so many times. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. It was out there on, I remember it was.
And I know that you remember this place because you and I had this conversation. Mazzios Pizza.
Mazzios Pizza. And I'd really forgotten all about that when he mentioned, we talked about that earlier.
And bad news for those of you who are fans.
I know.
We don't have one in Owensboro, but they're all over the country.
In fact, when we were on vacation a couple weeks ago, we stopped at one in Stroud, Oklahoma. It was like Mazzios Pizza because we wanted some pizza. Thing is, the guy who's behind the counter, I guess he didn't understand Kentuckian. We were asking about, any specials, any, buffet deals. Well, he said, well, there's a deal that comes with the salad bar and all this kind of stuff. And I said, oh, really? Well, how does the salad bar work? And he said, well, you just get your plate and go get your salad. I'm like, of course.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Number 6 on my list, and we spent a lot of time at this place. Goldies' Best Little Opry House in Kentucky.
Of course. Of course. And they used
the Goldies Survivor. We miss it so much here at WBKR.
That's right. And way back in the day, she served breakfast.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
food.
a long time ago. Yeah, you served food. That's
downtown.
right, food. Yeah,
down the river, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, number 7, and I know you remember this place.
Okay.
Parents. If you want to get your kids excited about a shoe store, you have to take them to a shoe store with a monkey in it. Binos.
That's right, downtown, and the storefront is still there. In fact, the big window display case is still there.
Too.
They were in the mall, yeah. But my sister and I, we never went in to get shoes. We just stayed outside and watched the monkeys in the window. It was awesome.
How weird is that, monkeys and feet? I never understood it.
Never made any sense, but it was perfect. I loved it.
Number 8 on my list is a place that I spent a lot of time when I was in college at Kentucky Wesleyan. In fact, one time I fell asleep in there and woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning in a booth. A little daunting. The Royce.
Oh, the Royce. Oh,
best place and cheapest place in the city of Owensboro to get breakfast. So good.
They should bring it back. They should bring it back. Seriously,
Okay.
A lot of people would love to have that back.
A lot of food on this list.
Yeah.
Number 9.
Okay.
Burger Chef.
Burger Chef. There was one down here on Frederica.
And actually, Burger Chef sold to Hardee's.
Yes. That's
that
right.
chain sold to Hardee's, so all those eventually became Hardee's locations.
But we had two of them. We had one down here in Frederica, and we had one out on West Parish, I think.
I think burgers were something like 42 cents or
Oh, I know.
49
It was
cents,
really
something
cheap.
Like that. Gosh, it was
Awesome.
so good. I remember my friend Jerry Crabtree one time ripped a burp in Burger Chef and we got in trouble.
You had trouble?
Then, one more food place rounding out my list of 10 businesses we wish were still open.
Okay.
It was very short-lived here on Frederica Street. It was kind of a companion piece to Wendy's, different company, but it was called Judy's.
Judy's!
Do you remember Judy's
I remember
hamburgers?
Judy's, that's right. Judy's. Yeah, it was, it was obviously.
It was right down by the radio station, right?
Yeah, it was just, it was obviously a copy of Wendy's, but I love Judy's. Judy's had something, I can't remember what it was, but Judy's did something a little differently than Wendy's did. I can't remember what it was. But I liked it.
I was in there one time when they had a
better.
hamburger eating contest, kind of like the hot dog eating contest. Mm-hmm. And I remember one of the guys ran to the bathroom and vomited in the middle of it because he had eaten too many hamburgers.
That's nice.
So there you have it.
Put that on your bill.
Fun walk down memory lane, right?
Judy's. That's awesome. I love it.
10 Owensboro businesses we wish were still open.
Yeah, come back.